On this section under the trees, I see it's a really light color, so we can go with pure white and a little bit mixture of yellow. We can add on a center. So my yellow is so warm, I need yellow, white color to mix with it and make it a little bit lighter. So close to my center. Okay, and then clean your palette knife. When we move on this part, it's orange color, but it shows that the orange is mixing to the yellow. So here is more darker orange. And this part a little bit lighter. So I prefer to premix orange a little bit with yellow to reach lighter value. Or even if you don't have orange and you would like to mix with the red color, please add more yellow into your paint. That's better. Again, clean palette knife. For this part, we have lighter purple if you compare it with mine. So again, we need purple here and add a little bit white into that to mix and make it lighter tone. We already use pure paint and we need a little bit lighter value. Because of that, I mix with white color. Even if you see still we need more dark, than mixing purple with blue, a little bit black would be fine to add. The reason I prefer not to use a lot of black because I don't want the darkness so much in my painting. So a tiny bit would be fine. Yes. And give it more value in the painting. But all this happen, the mixture, when you don't have any dark purple. If you already have dark purple, so you don't need to mix with black or something like that. Pure dark purple would be fine. So this is for that. I still need to have a little bit more blue. And then clean your palette knife. For this tiny darkness under this landscape, we need the red. We have pure red here on top, but for that darkness, we need red. Bring it here, tiny bit blue, add into this. Even you can go with the black as well, but I'm fine with the blue. It's more colorful. Even the dark color. White with yellow mixed to reach the lighter tone. Yellow with orange mixed together to reach the lighter orange. Purple and white to reach lighter tone of purple. Purple and blue and a tiny bit black reach the darker purple. But if you have dark purple, you don't need to mix these three together. And for this darkness of red, of browny reddish color, I mix red with a little bit blue to reach them. The reason I move like that with my brush stroke is because it's the sky and you have a lovely texture in your sky unit actually, not the flat surface. Because of that, I prefer to move it, my stroke, my brush stroke like this. Now when I move on to the center, I need to have more white color and then yellow. So I don't want to mix my yellow with purple. I switch to pure white color for here and try my surface be wet with the white color. When I move to the center, yeah, pure white color, please add. And then switch to your mixture of yellow and white to add here. Now, instead of purple and white, we need the light yellow and the white, pure white. Don't worry about your brush stroke, even if it's visible under your painting, it would be nice because it's painting and it's lovely to see your brush stroke everywhere. But make sure it's better to have a light color here, even if your colors get darker. Please add a little more pure white to let them cool down and a little lighter because it's the sky on the background. Pure white, I bring it here. Pure white again. I use heavy paint, so still my purple is wet. So I keep it like that. And then for this part, I move a little bit with the pure yellow, a little warmer. I don't want to switch to the orange at the immediately after the light white and yellow. I would like to bring just a bit darker tone first with the pure yellow. Then let it move into the lighter yellow. And then the light orange color. Try when you move into the yellow, I try my best to use less pressure, very less pressure on my hand and smoothly touch my surface and still the yellow is wet. If it's get dry, again back to yellow, bring it some yellow here and then move with the orange. Even with this light yellow, you can bring it and let them move into each other and give you smooth surface. And clean your brush, sorry again, light purple, light yellow, even the pure white. Under time we can work on our painting. It's acrylic and under time we can work on it. Now we need a little bit white color to bring here. You see here it's completely dry now. So when I bring the white, it totally show lighter tone of yellow, light. If you're interested to let two color mix into each other, please add very less pressure in your hand. Because when you add a pressure, you lift up your paint. So very gently I add the yellow and I let it be like this. Dry, I would like to bring some darkness of purple, so I go with the pure purple, adding here. But you see when it's dry, the line create, the edges create here between the light purple and the dark purple, but that's fine. I will get rid of it by mixing a little bit lighter tone. So I bring it here. It's always happen when you bring the new color on top of the mixture. So it's dry. Around is dry, this is wet. So I bring light tone here on top. Try to mix with this one very gently. Again, back to dark tone and very gently help they mix to each other. With some brush stroke like that. And then for this part, clean again your brush, pure purple. We need red color to have here. Just a less tiny bit would be fine, like that. Again, clean my brush. For this part, I need orange to bring into very less. I don't want to let it move here because again, I have to change everything. I have to add color everywhere. Just for these edges, I would like to disappear. So I add some color here. Very less movement and a pure white color for this part. Back to light purple. If you do all at the same time, it's more easy to cover it, but if you forget it, always we have a chance to fix it. The bottom part of my tree is most of the time is thicker, on top is more narrow. So I put my brush here, this side. I start to use whole part of my brush and cover my surface with this heavy paint. Move on top. You can, it's a tree, it's a trunk of tree. You can move it like this. It's not straight line. But make sure when you bring it on top, it should be narrow. Let me move it like this here. Even like that. I try to make it more thicker on the bottom part. And more narrow on the top. I use heavy paint. Again, I have an idea. Okay, the top part is not really thick, it's fine. Just more paint I would like to add here to make it a little bit thicker. Even it's trunk of tree, you can go with heavy paint and let it live on the surface and be visible with the texture. But now it's time for the branch. I will start from here to adding the branch, move it there. a feeling of grayish, sometimes a little yellowish is what cover one part of our trunk trees. So it's some here and a little bit on this side. I have this gray color by mixture of my black and white and a little bit yellow I would like to add here. I already have my gray. I take my yellow again a little bit to make this lighter. It's like yellowy grayish color. It's warmer than this one. This is cooler, this is warmer. And I can make some stroke with a light tone. Clean your brush. Take some gray color. You see, I just add some lighter tone. Even you can bring it some like a curve on top of your black color. Even if you see it's here really light and you don't like it, back to your darker tone and bring some black color close to this light tone that you make. This warm color. Just bring some texture around top of your trunk tree would be nice, like that. And leave it to get dry. Now we need a little bit on this one too, a tiny bit, one side. The one which is sitting here, I go like that. So I'm going to draw. The oval shape is more curvy on the top part, it's less on the bottom part. The bottom part, it's connected to the tail. So I go like that. Prefer to make it a little heavy. And now with the tip of my brush, make a tail for my bird. Like this. Clean my brush, again back to black. This is the wing, so I connect this one here. And very tiny bit, I would like to draw long line for the tip. Tip is here. This is one bird. The other one is so similar. The facing is toward this bird. And it's sitting on the top of my branches. So another oval it's facing here. So here is the bigger part. It moved down. So first of all, I draw the shape and then fill it in between the lines. So I shape my oval like that. Curvy on top, pointy on the bottom. Or here is not top and bottom, it's right and left. So toward left side, it's more curvy. And when we move on to the right side, I try to make it more pointy. Like that. And continue this point to show that this is a tail. And here I would like to show this is the wing, the end of the wing. And then a small part like triangle on this part for the tip. It's narrow and tiny. Like this. So these are two birds with trunk of trees and the branches. So it shows that this is on the top branch. This is on the bottom part. The facing is toward each other. I make it a little bit fat, this one. Yeah, that's getting better. Spread everywhere. It's the best brush, like that. These brushes that the hair is spread everywhere. This is a good option for our leaves. So I start with the pure color. It can be any of them, just this three color. It's interesting to use them, and this mixture as well. I start with the yellow, cover the top of my brush or the tip of my brush with this, and then like this technique, I will add everywhere with this technique. And then orange in between, you can bring yellow. I start with yellow because yellow is transparent and light color, and you can bring the darker tone on top anytime. But when you add the dark color and when you want to bring the yellow on top, it's not easy. So I take my brush like that, not like this, straight, and then spread your stroke on your canvas. You can see what happened when you add this stroke on your surface. I just try to cover the top of my canvas and even adding some orange in between.